We are your home for Hawaii's music. We are Kapa at 100.3, 99.1, and online at kaparadio.com with another edition of the Kapa Cafe, courtesy of our friends at Kona Grill House. Don't forget, with Manuahi Mania, you can have Chef Brian come to your house a few times this year to cook for the Ohana, and that is coming up free with Manuahi Mania coming soon. And of course, that's the music of our special guest. That's Island Life from his last year's album, and we're honored to talk to him this morning about his new album. Let's get him on the phone, Mr. Kaleo Phillips.
Hello?
What's up, brother?
Hey, brother.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
How you, bro? How you?
So good.
Hey, you know what? I just realized that you and I share the same name. I didn't realize we were both Jasons.
Yes, we are.
Okay. No wonder. No wonder. Well, my friend, congratulations, man. This is pretty quick, bro. You two albums pretty close back to back, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I wasn't gonna do one until this year, the 2020.
Yeah.
But my house it is.
Did you have like that many songs for the first album and then figured I'll release like the rest on the second album kind of thing?
Yeah, I've got a lot of songs, so I had some time a few years ago to really start writing a lot of songs, and I took advantage of that. So. I've got a few songs up my sleeve,
Yeah. Oh, right on. So what was different about this album? Like what as far as inspiration for this album?
Well, for this album, one of the biggest things was I wanted to do something that, I did a lot of Hawaiian, mostly Hawaiian, and just a couple of different songs on the on my first album. But this album, I wanted to go off just a little bit more. Show a little bit more diversity too in some other genre, and the title track actually is kind of
it's country, huh?
Yeah, it's a country track. There's a couple country tracks on this album, but that one in particular, is a kind of a downtime in my life, So it was written so that to give hope to others that in bad places and stuff, you still have a chance to come out.
Yeah.
So, hence, Take Me Home, always thinking back to, wherever you are in your bad place, you can always, come home. And it turned into that kind of southern country rock feel. And then, it's one of my wife's favorite songs. So,
Yeah. Which, out of the compilation, though, which one is your favorite? Is that your favorite, too?
That's one of my favorites. I've got a few. Working with Uncle Randy Lorenzo, that's got to be one of my favorites.
Tell us about that experience, how that went. Because in the beginning of your rendition, he actually gives some he does the intro actually. So in that,
so that's interesting because I found out a lot of things about that song. Talking with him, and he and I have grown close over the past few years. I love that man. I approached him and I told him, I want to ask your permission to redo Keawaiki because we named our last daughter Keawaiki specifically after that song.
Wow.
And so when we were talking, he brought up a few points, and it's a great story, and I love sharing this story because when he talked to me about Keawaiki, he said, for one, when they asked him to write this song, basically it was a filler song.
Wow.
For the album.
It's like, man, you got 9, we need one more.
And then became one hit, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so what he did was they went to Keawaiki on the Big Island, right?
Yeah.
And he said, they plowed down all this grass and stuff, walked over there, sat in the tide pools, and just was relaxing. And he said, looking up toward the mountains, looking up to Pu'uhonahulu, he said that's where the inspiration of the song came, looking at the stars, sitting in your ocean pools at night, all these kind of things, right?
Yeah.
And he said something that really, he and I had a very emotional discussion about this. It was very, very, very touching for both of us. During this songwriting, he never realized actually never realized that when he talks about Kalvaiki, he mentions Kalvaiki as a female. You know, she has a warmness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. So when I told him I named our daughter after this song, and I said that was one of the reasons why, he was like, what do you mean? And I said, hello, the words, you know, she has a warmness. He's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. You know, you just, at that time, he's just writing, right? Words.
Yeah.
And then I said, but I want to do something special with this song. And so he said, okay. So I didn't tell him exactly what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, after you guys hearing the song, you know, there's Olelo Hawaii in it, you know?
Yes.
Okay, and what I wanted to redo this song, but do it in Olelo, because I wanted it to have the hidden meaning of why I named my daughter this, why the words match and stuff. So I called up Kamaka, Kukona, good brother, and I said, Kumu, I need your help. So I went over to the halau. We sat down for a few hours and poetically translated it so that when I sing the words Kalvaiki, it's when he sings the words Kalvaiki. You know, I wanted it to match that way. I wanted it to have that meaning behind. So certain words that, you know, Kamaka was choosing would be, it was said in a way that it was beautifully said. It matched the phrasing, but it was coming from my understanding of the song for my daughter.
Wow. But you know, that's profound though, because now it's become yours, you know?
Right. And the real touching part was when I finally played it for him, the day we were going into the studio. We recorded this specific song, was the only song we recorded outside of the studio here in Maui. We recorded this one with Penabu up in Honolulu. And so me, Uncle Randy, and Kapena sat there, and then when I played Uncle Randy the song and went into that last part in the Hawaiian language, he just started bawling. And after the song, I was like, hey, what you do? You're making me emotional. Why are you crying too? And he told me, brother, I'm going to tell you something. He said, back then in 72 or something, whenever he wrote the song, okay, this is, you know, they have Uncle Larry, Lindsay Kimura, you know, all the people who translate, right? During this time, you know, everything was going on with Kaho'olawe and all this kind of stuff, right? They really, really wanted this song to be in Hawaiian, and it just wasn't coming out.
Wow.
And for 40-something years later, for it to come out and match and just have of everything going on now and what it means to me and my family, it was such a blessing. And he really wished that Peter was still alive. And most of the, you know, pretty much kind of the only one left, you know, the Peter Moon Band. For them to hear it and see what this song could be, you know. So really emotional for both of us. So
wow. You know, this Molelo you just did is confirmation for all you artists out there that when you do someone else's song, pick up the phone and have a conversation.
And call,
because there's always going to be something that you don't know about this song that could change the way it's recorded. If you know what's happening.
The mo'olelo.
And not only and this was kind of different because you opened Randy's eyes on this side instead of him opening your eyes on the conversation.
Yeah, you know, it was both. It was really, really a moment that I will always
forever,
You know, forever, and have that a part of this song, and you know, to have him to play on the song and also sing on the song, and it's such an amazing thing, and you are so right. You know, when you do other people's songs, talk to them, get
Yeah.
the feel.
Yeah.
First of all, get the permission, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then just
Absolutely.
kinda- and just because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Wow, amazing. That man, I don't even know what else to talk about after that.
I know. It's one of those moments of whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
big time.
So, okay. So, any other mele on this particular project that you'd like to share or highlight?
Sure. Actually, Mele Inoa no Kele.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful Hawaiian song. This one was actually written by a good tita of ours, just like Ohana. She's actually from the island of Maui, but they live up in Reno now. She's a kumuhula. Her name is Kawaiola Ligulimo Banner. Love you, tita. And she has some beautiful mele. Some that have music, some that don't have. It's just poetry. This was one that was only poetry. It was a hakumele that she had written in honor of Uncle Kele Kanahele.
Oh yeah, Uncle
yeah.
Kele.
Okay, so we all know Master,
Yeah.
Nihao shell, everything, right, with the Nihao shells.
Right.
And this is in honor of him from what their relationship is.
Oh.
And so she gave me the poem, and I put it to music. I think because of what I was reading, the translation, and just hearing that background, the love she had for him, and always coming up to Reno, always taking care of them, gifting her and her wife ni hao shell necklaces for weddings, just all that. It took, I think, less than an hour to write the music, and during this recording, I called up Kaika Blackburn.
Yes.
I said, brother, I need your beautiful voice and manao and stuff on this song. So we went over it, and we came up with some beautiful harmonies, and it's one of my favorite Hawaiian songs as far as that very beautiful, lovely kind of thing, and it's in honor of Uncle Kele.
Oh, and that's so awesome. I love Uncle Kele.
Where can everybody get this project, my man?
So this project is going to be in Walmart and Target probably in the next week, physically, and then it's on all digital platforms right now.
Mahalo Island Heritage.
Mahalo Island Heritage.
Got to mahalo them, bro. None of us would be none of us would be in the stores if it wasn't for them.
No. Mahalo to them, Teresa, the whole gang. Thank you so much for all the things that you guys have done for all of us artists. But yes, mahalo nui loa.
Well, it's always a pleasure to talk story with you. Taking us out. Let's jam this country one.
Hey, right on.
Single window looking out. No freedom here, well, it's all about living life in misery in this concrete jungle, you and me. Under lights, under watchful eyes, but you can't see what goes on inside. Realize no dignity. Now my so-called friends look at me differently. Take me home. Take me home where the sun will shine and the breezes blow. Bring me peace of mind. Feel the rain upon my head. See the water flow in my riverbed back home. Day by day, same routine. But I'm out in my time, feels like eternity. It's just a dream, please wake me up and carry me away from all this crazy stuff. Take me home. Take me home where the sun will shine and the breezes blow. Bring me peace of mind. Feel the rain upon my head. See the water flow in my river. to right this wrong, but the lessons I learned while they made me strong. For the brothers here, I write the song. Now we're going home where we belong, back home. Take me home where the sun shines and the breezes blow. Bring me peace of mind. Feel the rain upon my head, see the water flow in my riverbed. Won't you take me home where the sun shines and the breezes blow? Bring me peace of mind. Feel the rain upon my head, see the water flow in my riverbed back home. Back home. Back home. Single window looking out, just a dream, please wake me up, take me